So here we have the G502 from Logitech. It's a new mouse with the 3366 sensor. There's been a lot of hype on this sensor. I think it's a little bit better than the 3310 sensor, but it's not quite up to the accuracy of the MLT04. In the desktop environment, it feels plenty accurate. It's just when you go in game that you can definitely tell the difference. If you're playing mainly casual games though, you're probably not gonna feel a difference. The overall build quality of the mouse is very nice. You can hear how nice the buttons click. The middle mouse 3 button, it's a bit too stiff for my liking. It's too hard to press to the point that when you try to press it, you'll often scroll the wheel when you're just trying to press it like that. They do have a pretty neat feature on the scroll wheel. You can push this button and it changes the behavior of the wheel. So that's pretty cool. This button is for profile switching. You can switch between 3 different profiles. These buttons, there are 2 buttons on the side of the mouse here that change the DPI depending on which profile you have selected. So you can have 4 different DPI settings for each profile. And then there are lights here that show you which setting you're on. So that's the maximum. Then you come down to the bottom here. There are 2 thumb buttons on this side. And there's another button here. One problem I had with the shape of the mouse is that you can see the curvature right here. So it kind of forces your thumb to push up against the 2 buttons here. And so there can be accidental misclicks depending on how you grip the mouse. I actually misclick a lot of the buttons. I misclick this one, and this one. This one is the most annoying because it's the DPI up button. And so during a firefight, I'll misclick it and my DPI will shoot up and of course I'll miss the guy. If you install the drivers though, I'm pretty sure you can disable all of these buttons. So if you really want the mouse, you could do that. The middle button is also placed too far back, so you can't scroll it with your middle finger because it's very awkward. It needs to be up here. The overall shape of the mouse is not bad. There's plenty of room on this side for the ring finger to grip the mouse in palm grip. There's a nice little ridge right here so that your ring finger doesn't accidentally click the mouse button. The texture here is quite nice. The mouse feet are a little bit strange, but I've had no problem with them. The cord is very good. It's not too rigid. Another problem I had with the grip or the shape of the mouse is that I felt like the back side here was a little bit too thin, a little bit too narrow, so it did cramp my hand a little bit, but it wasn't that bad. It's a usable mouse. Here is a height and width comparison. Here's a size comparison from the top. Another thing is that no instructions or manual came with the mouse in the box, so I had to go online onto Logitech's website to look that up. Not too big of a deal. There's a piece on the bottom here. Push on the blue part and it opens up and you can put weights in there. Pretty strange though because it's already a very heavy mouse and this thing doesn't weigh very much, so taking it off doesn't really affect the weight of the mouse.